Sandeep, you can proceed.
Sure. Give me a minute, Pranay.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, please proceed with your introduction.
Yeah. Very good evening, Sandeep. Myself, Pranay. I have 4.5 years of experience in DevOps and cloud. I started my career as a junior DevOps engineer in CyberOps Private Limited. So in that company, I
Mhm.
worked on AWS services and DevOps. So in AWS, I worked on EC2, S3, Lambda, EKS, VPC, IAM, and Route 53 load balancers. So coming to the DevOps side, I worked on Git, Linux, and Maven, and we used a CI/CD pipeline as a Jenkins. So in Jenkins, uh, we configured. I mean, we installed the necessary plugins. So we configured Docker, Kubernetes, and Sonar Cube for code analysis test. And then coming to the monitoring
Mhm.
side, uh, we used AWS CloudWatch. Apart from these, uh, we used Prometheus and Grafana dashboards also. Soon after, I joined in Abilio IT Solutions. So there I got a chance to explore on GCP side. So in GCP services, I worked on Compute Engine, Cloud Build, Cloud Deploy, BigQuery, Cloud SQL, and Cloud Function, Cloud Run, and mainly GKE, Google Kubernetes Engine, and VPC and IAM firewall rules. And
Yeah.
then
Mhm.
after I joined in Toggle 3D, here I got a chance to explore on Terraform side. By using Terraform, I created the entire GCP services. Like I created Compute
Mhm.
Engine and GKE clusters and VPC subnets, and then I joined in LNT Mindry. So here also I was into the cloud role. So I was into the mainly proactive monitoring by using uh, Prometheus and Grafana. And alerting tool I used here Splunk on call. So that's it about myself.
Okay. So, how comfortable are you with Git,
Yeah,
Linux, and Jenkins?
yeah, I'm comfortable with Git and Linux. I'm good. From last 4 years onwards, I'm working on Git Linux.
Okay. How do you rate yourself out of 10 for these three tools?
Yeah, Git I can give like out of 10, 8, and Linux also out of 10 I can give 8. And one more tool, sorry, something.
Jenkins.
Yeah, Jenkins also I give out of 10, 7, 7.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what are the
Yeah, one second. Hello, Sandeep. Hello, Sandeep. Am I audible?
I couldn't hear you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry,
I could
here
hear you
just now.
now.
Here the just now the power cut here. Am I audible now?
Okay. Yes, you are
Sorry.
audible now. No
Yeah, just
problem.
now I connected to my mobile Wi-Fi. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. Uh, so can we proceed with the interview? Is that fine?
Yeah, yeah, we can proceed, no problem. Like, am I
Yeah.
clear, right? My face and my voice is clear,
Yes,
right?
yes, yes. It is clear. It is clear.
Yeah, yeah, thank you.
So name some of the Git commands which you are aware of.
Yeah, mainly git clone, git pull, and git merge, and git fetch, and git add, git commit, git push, git origin branch name.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is difference between Git fetch and Git pull?
Git pull is so we already cloned the project. So if you pull, we will get the latest updates. And git
Okay.
fetch, yeah, git fetch is like uh, like we will I mean, git pull downloads the latest changes without changing our current, and git fetch is like we will get the new code. It doesn't affect, like immediately it merges into our current branch. Git pull is merges
Okay.
to our current branch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, so have you worked on administration activities for Jenkins, or have you used Jenkins as part of developer activities?
Yeah, I used this Jenkins. mm, yeah, I was not into the admin role, so
Mm-hmm.
I use a Jenkins to check the Jenkins logs. Something if pipeline is any issues, I use it to log in into the Jenkins. I will check the dashboard and pipelines.
Can you name any of the issues that you faced, any build issues that you faced, and if you have fixed, how did you debug, and um, how did you fix any issues that you are, I mean, that you remember?
Yeah. I remember that. Like, it's like one thing is like uh, Jenkins build suddenly failed, like due
Mm-hmm.
to disk space. So uh, I root caused it that uh, mm, bills were stepping in the middle, and Docker builds are were failing. So how
Mm-hmm.
I fixed this issue, like I check the workspaces
Mm-hmm.
and Docker build images, and then immediately I check the df-h if it is
Mm-hmm.
any storage issues, and then I check the main thing, the docker system prune -f. I cleaned the unused Docker data, so then
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
sufficient data is there, so the build is successful. So this one scenario I came across in Jenkins.
Okay. So, one second.
Yeah.
So, what are the Docker commands that you are aware of, and how did you use Docker in your project or your
Yeah, sure.
responsibilities?
Yeah, mainly like starting with the Docker info, the basic commands, and Docker uh, images, Docker pull nginx, and to build the Docker file, like to make the Docker container, Docker space build -t my app, then Docker tag my app, and Docker push to my repo, and Docker
Mm-hmm.
RMI images name to remove the image names, and Docker PS running containers, PS-A to see the unhide all containers, and Docker
Okay.
stop container ID, start container ID. And
Okay.
I use the Docker in my Jenkins pipeline. I installed the necessary
Mm-hmm.
plugins, and
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I use the Docker in my Jenkins, in our project.
So so what exactly the Docker, how exactly the Docker is used for your Jenkins project? Can you explain?
Yeah, sure. Like our Docker is exactly used in our Jenkins. Like we have the code, and whatever the
Mm-hmm.
front end code, we
Mm-hmm.
like we made it into the by writing the Docker file by using nginx, and whether it is
Mm-hmm.
backend, also backend code Python. For that also we
Mm-hmm.
used it, and mainly to build the Docker images, and we to run the containers, and we can push the images to the registry, Docker registry. We use Docker Hub, and mainly
Okay.
I used to ensure the compatible Docker version.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then after we deployed into the Kubernetes cluster.
Okay. So, how comfortable are you with Kubernetes, and how much would you rate yourself out of 10?
Yeah, I can give 7. Yeah, I'm good in Kubernetes also. Yeah.
Okay. So, can you explain what commands you used on Kubernetes, and what sort of work you did on these Kubernetes clusters, or with respect to these Kubernetes clusters?
Yeah, sure. Mainly I use kubectl config and kubectl get nodes get pods, kubectl get pods hyphen n namespace, and for service files to get kubectl get svc, kubectl get deploy, and then after to describe the pod, kubectl describe pod name. To see the logs, kubectl logs pod name, kubectl logs pod name hyphen c container name. And I
Mm-hmm.
used in by creating and applying YAML files, kubectl app hyphen f file dot YAML. To delete kubectl delete hyphen f file dot YAML. And
Okay.
for rolling out also I used kubectl rollout status deploy dot app. And for config maps and secrets, kubectl get config map hyphen app hyphen config space hyphen hyphen from all file equal to config dot YAML. And mainly, uh, what I worked in Kubernetes is mainly I created the Kubernetes cluster, and
Mm-hmm.
I created the uh, nodes, and
Mm-hmm.
I set up the networking and ingress part.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Uh, and to check that networking like kubectl get ingress, and
Okay.
I
Have
did
you
it.
faced any issues with respect to the cluster or any issues that you have debugged in your experience, in your previous experience that you remember? You can explain.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. uh, one, like in my last project we debugged the Kubernetes issue, like suddenly the pod is not failing, I mean is failed, and it is not coming up, and it is
Mm-hmm.
in the pending state. So for
Mm-hmm.
that immediately I check the kubectl pod hyphen n namespace, and
Mm-hmm.
I checked why it is pending and is there any crash back loop off. So then I to check complete issues, I did a kubectl describe pod name and namespace, and I checked all the
Mm-hmm.
image pull errors and any resource issues, and I checked the node scheduling issues, and I checked the config map and secret errors. So from this I came across, then
Mm-hmm.
check the container logs kubectl logs pod name hyphen namespace. So then I
Mm-hmm.
got I know to that there is a some space issue. So
Mm-hmm.
then I sorted out that issue.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you manage secrets in your Kubernetes cluster? If you do not
Yeah.
want to hard code any secrets that are that has to be used by any application which is deployed on this Kubernetes cluster, instead of hard coding the credentials, how would you manage these secrets?
Yeah. I manage the secrets in Kubernetes by using config map, and in that
Mm-hmm.
uh, like we like no secrets in Git, and we used in one project we used external secret management, like that is AWS secret management,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and we used um, if it is in GCP project we used GCP secret manager also. So in that we will write the YAML file. So then
Mm-hmm.
we don't want to uh, uh, expose our secrets.
Okay.
Yeah.
So suppose any of those passwords have been expired and you wanted to update or renew those passwords. So, what steps you would take to ensure there is a seamless um, process of updating this or renewing this existing secrets in this secret manager wherever you are trying to manage them? How do you? What steps would you take while doing this activity?
Yeah, sure. Um, yeah, actually, we need to find out where the exactly the database passwords stored in AWS Secret Manager or some other external, and we can handle this issue like we can like fully automated way in a controlled way. Like one approach is we followed like secrets are rotated in our
Mm-hmm.
secrets in our cloud secret manager, and Kubernetes
Mm-hmm.
automatically picks up the updated value, and application reload secrets without redeploy, and uh, then yeah, new version is created and old version is kept for rollback. So that's thing we use it to do, and if you are using external, we need to sync with the updated and rotational. That we need to do.
Okay. So, have you got any acquaintance with any of the AI tools, or
Yeah,
have you
yeah.
got
Hmm.
hmm, have you got this chance to administer any of the AI tools?
Yes, yes, absolutely. Like in our organization, we use mostly GitHub Copilot as we are using
Mm-hmm.
Microsoft accounts. I use
Mm-hmm.
the Microsoft Copilot 365, and apart from this, I have knowledge in Perplexity AI and ChatGPT also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you name any of the activities that you worked on as part of administering these tools?
These tools administration, yeah, I worked on Copilot and ChatGPT mostly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you name any of the activities that you have worked on? So there are two ways here, Pranay. One is
Okay.
using GitHub Copilot. The second thing is setting up the platform such that other developers would be able to use the Copilot.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
So,
Got
so
it. Got
the
it.
second part is actually comes under administration, administering the tool. So you
Yeah.
would control how it is configured, everything, and ensure it is optimized for better performance. So have you used GitHub Copilot as a part of your regular activities, or have you worked on administering the GitHub Copilot? Is my question.
Yeah. Actually, okay, not Microsoft, GitHub Copilot, right? You're asking about
Anything, any AI tool.
anything. Yeah. 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 Both I in our organization, like uh, I used mostly GitHub Copilot as an activity, like to write the code for auto completion and to
Mm-hmm.
write the Terraform modules and Kubernetes YAML codes. So as an admin, I didn't, and me and my team didn't get a chance, enough chance, because our
Mm-hmm.
client used it to handle that admin level power. So if any
Mm-hmm.
new member joins in our team, so he used to give the permission as admin level. So I used as a user level mostly in our team, in my project,
Okay.
to for bug
And
fixing and debugging. That's in that scenario we used.
apart from AI tools, have you administered any other tools, any other DevOps tools, Pranay?
Like yeah. In coming to the DevOps tools, I worked on SonarCube for code analysis test, for code bugs to review, and to store the artifacts we used Nexus, and
So
I
for
used
instance,
yeah.
the licenses in SonarCube has reached the threshold limit.
Okay.
Let's suppose the licenses, the total lines of code has reached the threshold limit. So what would you do as as an administrator?
Okay. In our SonarCube, the license is expired, right?
It is reaching threshold.
Okay, reaching
If it's
threshold. Okay.
continued, if it's continued, it wouldn't. It would impact the functionality.
Yes. Yes.
So, to ensure such thing don't happen, what precautions or what actions would you take as a administrator for SonarCube 2?
Sure, sure, I got. So when the sonar cube threshold reaches a threshold limit, so I will renew the license. That simple thing is we can do thing is we need to log in into the sonar cube as admin user, so we can get the
Mhm.
all options. We can able to see the all options. Then we
Mhm.
can renew the license when it is about to expire. When it is reaching the threshold, we can renew the license for another year, another next 2 years.
Suppose there is an instance
Okay.
where um, there is a team who is using SonarQube,
Okay.
and they came to you saying that I am seeing one security vulnerability for my project in SonarQube, but that is not actually a security vulnerability. It's a false positive.
Okay.
So I wanted you to suppress that particular thing for my project because it's a genuine request, and even my management is looking over this dashboard, and we don't want to have these vulnerability listed against our project in SonarQube. So that is the
Okay.
request that came from one of the customer who is using SonarQube.
Okay. Okay. Actually, that is a
So
false alarm, right? False scan.
the vulnerability is a, I mean, rule wise it's a correct one, but
Correct one.
for their project it's like a false positive.
Okay.
They told that they are still working on building up the application. So for now it's a false positive. Within three months time or so, they mentioned that that issue wouldn't come up. But for this till this 3 months, they do not wanted that particular security vulnerability to be displayed on the SonarQube dashboard as a vulnerability. So
Okay.
what would you do?
Um, yeah, it is in the part of the scan, but it is a false positive. For next 3 months, we can hide it into, like, we should not display on the dashboard. Like, we can stop the sending the emails to the customer. So by that, the customer, he won't receive the false positive alarms, anything. So we can pause the emails for next 3 months.
Still, when the scan happens,
Yeah.
particular vulnerability is seen on the dashboard. And when
Yes.
their management sees the dashboard, they would feel they would have a bad impression on why this vulnerability is showing up for this project, though it is not actually a vulnerability. You
Okay.
got
The
my
customer.
point?
Yeah, I mean, the customer is seeing the SonarCube dashboard.
Yes.
Okay, but we should not display the false positive, right? Because if he see
They do
also
not
some,
want.
he will feel some
Hmm.
insecurity, right? You are telling that.
Yeah, they do not want because they had a reason that it is not a vulnerability. I
Okay.
don't want this vulnerability to be displayed on this SonarCube dashboard. Whatever
Okay.
you
Okay.
wanted to do, you do. But I do not
Okay.
want to see it on the dashboard. So what would
Okay.
you do?
In that scenario, I will do like, we can pass the test and we can continue the test. We can ignore that. We can comment that the output message, the scan is
Mhm.
everything is continuous. Like, it will show the zero box and zero thing, and like, we can comment that the output message which is a false positive.
No, but still, even if you comment, it would be seen on the dashboard. So then,
Or
why would they reach out to you? They could even
okay.
directly comment on that particular vulnerability that this is a false positive, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
if you are working with certain people who are distributed across the globe, they work this way. If you're having administration, if you're handling administration for this particular tool, this is a
Yeah.
genuine reason why I do not want to have this vulnerability. So kindly make that happen. So they won't say that uh, okay, please comment it
Hmm.
so that they will get notified because that thing even they could do.
Yes.
Like they
Yes.
could also comment on the same vulnerability that it's a false positive.
False
But the
positive.
thing is, they do not want to even list that. How can we do that?
Um,
Yes.
like, uh,
So are
I
you
mean,
aware of the concept of profiles in SonarQube?
Yeah, understood that. Yeah, I worked on SonarQube. I integrated SonarQube for multiple Git repositories, GitHub repositories.
Can
Uh,
you tell how you integrated collaboratively, how it is integrated with Bitbucket? I mean, whatever the source code repository that you are using.
yeah. First thing we need to install the SonarQube. If you need to, we need to take one VM. In that VM, we need to install the SonarQube. And after
Mm-hmm.
getting our in SonarQube dashboard, we need to go to the new project. In the project itself, we need to copy the GitHub repository and we need to paste in the SonarQube. Then it will give the complete analysis end to end.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if there are 100 projects, would you set up SonarQube on 100 VMs,
No. Like in one SonarQube, we can integrate 100 Git repositories here.
right? But as you mentioned, the same SonarQube instance will be supporting the 100 projects, right?
Yeah, but we need to increase the CPU and memory usage for that particular SonarQube instance.
Okay.
Then we
How do
can
you enforce
use
your? Mhm.
Yeah, then we can use 100 instances in one SonarQube VM.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So can you name any of the administration activities uh, that you have handled for any of the DevOps tools apart? I mean, if
Hmm.
suppose it is let it be SonarQube, what were the activities that you handled as an administrator apart from configuring projects in SonarQube?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. As a administration level in SonarQube, I created the multiple users. I given the access to the new joinees in the team,
Mm-hmm.
and I changed the default password. And as administrator level, I created initially when we created the sonar cube, we have these some static IP address that I changed into our I created for that domain subdomain for my main project main domain name, and I managed the licenses and configure the authentication SSO, and mainly, yeah, with the email we can log in. I did this thing also, SSO, single sign on, and I created a global
Okay.
quality gates and manager users and groups profiles also for different teams. I created different groups, and gave the different permissions to particular users, and mainly
Okay.
configuring
Can you
integrations.
tell
Yeah,
can
sorry.
you tell the difference between quality gate and quality profile?
Yeah, quality gate. Yeah, for one project, um, we can see the quality gate means it will give the uh, we can need to for quality profile we need to set the coding rules that defines our uh, SQL SQL injection detection and
Mm-hmm.
uh, naming conventions and security vulnerabilities. So when it comes to the like examples in quality gate, we can see the new bugs, new vulnerabilities, code average also we can see, and reliability rating. So when it comes to the profile, uh, we can able to see the just code smells and defines the uh, issues. I mean issues with the sonar cube checks, hard coded passwords and code smells. This is the key difference.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you worked on any upgrade activities for any of the tools? Pranay?
Yeah. I worked for Jenkins upgradation. I
Can
updated
you
the
tell the
Jenkins.
steps that you followed while
Yeah.
doing an upgrade activity?
Sure. Um,
But I
Uh,
remember you were saying that Jenkins you have not administered, right? You mentioned you have used as a part of the developer activities like configuring it for your project and all.
yeah, yeah. So I
You didn't
mean,
work in admin role.
yeah, yeah. As in the organization, I didn't work on the admin, but separately, I
Mm-hmm.
will learn the things in my free time. I have some personal GCP account. In that, my personal things, I will do some trial and error things. Not
Okay.
in the not
So
in the organization level.
okay.
Yeah.
So can you list? Can you name the steps that you would take um, for upgrading a Jenkins instance?
Sorry, EC2 instances are
No,
upgrading.
not the Jenkins version upgrade.
Yeah, Jenkins version upgrade. Yeah. Yeah. For that particularly, uh, I will check the current version Jenkins
Mm-hmm.
systemctl start Jenkins. I will check the Jenkins whether it is running or not, and then I will check
Mm-hmm.
the Jenkins status, and I will
Mm-hmm.
go to the uh, plugin compatibility audit,
Mm-hmm.
and I will review the installed plugins. And
Okay.
before it is a good practice before we upgrading, we need to back up everything, the jobs and
Mm-hmm.
credentials and Jenkins
Mm-hmm.
homes, file systems, and we need to better to take one snapshot and in main
Mm-hmm.
maintenance window uh, and rollback we have a rollback plan also, and
Mm-hmm.
we need to communicate if any downtime while we are upgrading.
Okay.
And one best process is blue green. I use blue green method, uh,
Mm-hmm.
and we can bring up the new Jenkins with the target version, and
Okay.
we can then we can restore the backup, and we can validate the jobs and plugins and switch traffic from the DNS.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you tell the full form of CIDR? CIDR?
Cider, CIDR.
Yes.
Yeah, it will be used in the VPC routing tables, uh, like classes in interdomain routing
Okay.
to
So
define we
what
define
is
the
the
ID.
difference between what is the difference that you have observed with GCP with other clouds like AWS or
Yeah, yeah,
Azure? What is the difference that you observed, or what is the difference that you know?
yeah. Mainly I observed. I initially worked on AWS and my last projects on GCP. So one thing I observed in uh, like in AWS we call security groups inbound and outbound. When it comes to the GCP, we call firewall rules. And
Okay.
AWS VPC is a it is a region scoped. When it is comes to
Mm-hmm.
the GCP, it is a globally by default.
Okay.
Yeah, that is the main difference.
Okay, Pranay. Then I am done from my side. Let me know if you
Yeah.
have any questions.
May I know currently what is the project you're working? May I know like that?
So we are actually looking. We are actually a team of 5 members who are
Hmm.
supporting CI/CD pipeline,
Okay.
which has various DevOps tools, and the
Okay.
provisioning part of these DevOps tools happen to through a homegrown application of which is internal to Cisco, which around 10,000 developers use every day uh, for the as a part of software development lifecycle process. So um, recently we are also working on integrating the AI tools into this CI/CD ecosystem. So the engineer has to have administration skills over these tools. So he
Okay.
has to optimize the configuration for better performance and ensure that it's not either overused or misused. So the resources usage should be taken care that it is being properly used as well as um, can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I'm hearing that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So
There's a
mainly,
power
yeah, yeah.
cut, so I
No, no,
was
no
just
power cut.
wondering
Yeah,
whether.
Yeah, actually, power
No,
came.
from my side, there's a power cut over here. I think
Okay,
the
okay,
network
sorry.
has not got disconnected for that
Yeah, your
particular
network
thing.
is there.
So I was just confirming.
Mm,
So you actually need to uh, ensure that the configuration part is taken care. Ensure that the company's policies have been enforced
mm,
through these tools,
yes.
uh, both on always being on security wise, ensure that it is in a good state and all. So these activities has to be taken care for these AI tools. So that is the uh, primary part we are looking for a resource.
Yeah.
Currently, me and few other members who are working on supporting or managing or administering the platform tools, but not completely into AI.
Mm.
So that's the actual requirement, Pranay.
Yeah, got it, Sandeep. I can, under your guidance, with the help of you, I will definitely handle these things, administration level activities. And as you mentioned, we need to more cautious while we integrating this AI tool with the Jenkins, because as you told, we should not they should not misuse the AI. So
Mm-hmm.
definitely, I will understand the scenarios, and from the help of seniors like you, definitely I'll learn the things very fast. Yeah,
Sure, Pranay. I will
yeah,
convey my feedback to
yeah,
the host who has set up the
mm,
meet.
yeah,
Uh,
sure.
she probably will reach out.
Mm,
They will take the call. I will be providing the feedback from my side. They will take the call.
yeah, thank you, Sandeep.
Okay, Pranay. Thank you so much for your
Even I
time.
also integrated many tools in Jenkins CI/CD. I'm good at in
Mm-hmm.
that. Yeah, definitely I
Mm-hmm.
will work on it.
Sure, Pranay. Noted.
Yeah, yeah,
I have added that in my feedback
yeah,
already.
yeah,
I
yeah, sure,
will convey the same feedback and we'll see.
sure, Sandeep.
Yep.
Uh,
Thank you,
Thank you,
Pranay.
Sandeep.
Thanks for
Thank you,
your
thank
time.
you.
Have a good day.
You too have a good day. Thank you.